my name is JC and welcome back to my channel JC Reads. Today I'm with both of my best friends,
Joyce
and Jenn. For today's video, we'll be doing the Judge the Book by its Cover challenge, and today I would like to include two of my best friends who don't really read as much as I do. So basically how this challenge works is I'll be showing them a book and just judging by the cover, they would give a simple summary on what they think the book is about, and then whoever gets the closest guess will win a point. So yeah, so without further ado, let's just get on with it. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Okay.
I think I've actually watched the movie. Pretty sure it's the Lily Collins one. I think it's about a girl and a guy. They kind of have this superpowers. Yeah, sort of. And then they kill a lot of supernatural beings. Fall in love with them.
Alright! Joyce?
It sounds like a sci-fi movie. I don't know why I just said movie, probably because everyone watched the movie. Basically, it's about the City of Bones. Where you go inside a city and there are all bones everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can do much with City of Bones. Probably, like, the main character just goes into the city and stumble upon bones. And then maybe stumble upon someone they know, which is in the form of skeletons.
Alright, as much as I love Joyce's interpretation of this cover, the winner is Jenn, because yes, it is about a girl who meets a guy. And yeah, they do fight supernatural beings and they do have sort of powers. So basically, City of Bones is about Clary Frey, who is basically a normal human like us, and this book is based in New York City. One day her mother is kidnapped and she doesn't know why. So one day Clary meets this group of other humans who are called shadow hunters and they kill demons. And also in this book there are the supernatural beings as well as like vampires and werewolves. So yeah, basically Jenn wins round 1. So 1 point for Jenn! All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, and now we're gonna start with Joyce.
This looks like a sequel of The Fault in Our Stars. Because it's blue, and then the thing is here, the story of a girl who learns to live from a boy who wants to die. So, die, live, pretty much the same story. The guy who wants to die brings the girl to all the bright places.
Jenn?
I think from the title, I would say that it's actually a very sad story. And it's obviously another love story, probably between a guy and a girl. I think that it's going to be a very depressing story. The ending's probably going to have like a sad ending, someone dies or something, and then they fall in love, and it's just like a very typical love story.
Alright. This is kind of hard because they both kind of do have important points, but for this I would give Joyce the point because...
Really?
Yes, because the title does signify something in the story. Our two main characters are Theodore and Violet, and they both meet on the ledge of the school bell tower, and both of them want to commit suicide.
Which is a bright place.
Told you it was depressing. Yeah, it was depressing. But then both of them stop each other from dying. It is unclear who actually stopped the other one from dying, and then they become friends. And then they partner up for a project in one of their classes, and their project was to travel around the places in their state. And yeah, Theodore and Violet travel to many different places, and they just find joy in just going to all these different places. And yes, the story did have a sad ending, like Jenn said, but Joyce's interpretation was more on point. So yeah, it was
kind of like The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, it kind of is like The Fault in Our Stars. So 1 point for Joyce.
Yay!
Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and the round starts with Jenn.
Okay, so obviously from the cover, I would guess that it's about a badass girl. Probably does a lot of fighting. She's probably very independent, like her swords and all. And she probably has a superpower, I think. She can like do amazing stuff. She can probably fight. And I probably guess there's like another guy inside here she's gonna fall in love with.
Of course.
Maybe a love triangle.
Of
I'm not
course.
sure. It's probably gonna be a good ending because I think she's strong.
Joyce?
Basically Game of Thrones, but vampire version. Yeah, I mean, like, she has really white hair, as you can see in the cover. So it's kind of like Daenerys Targaryen from
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and then this is Throne of Glass.
Alright,
Zero imagination.
So the winner for this round is Jenn. Because yes, she is a kick-ass woman. This book is about Selena Sedortian, who is a kick-ass assassin, and she has been enslaved in the salt mines, and one day she has to compete in this competition against other assassins in the world, and if she wins the competition, she gets to be the king's assassin for 4 years. Yeah, Jenn wins this round.
Is that a position anyone would want to compete to get?
She's pretty kick-ass. And I think Jenn wins on the part also where she mentions that there is a love triangle, because even though I haven't read this book, I'm so sorry guys, but yeah, I heard that there is a love triangle sort of, because there are two very hot steamy guys in this series. So the point for this round goes to Jenn! Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and we'll start with Joyce.
Fangirl sounds really thirsty and desperate, so I'm going to go with this girl. She stalks this guy on the internet using this laptop. Yeah, and then she managed to locate his location using some GPS and encoder, installed it in her laptop. So yeah, and then so this guy, he goes to a high school. So she manages to find his high school and enrolls in his high school, and stop. I think I watched too much Korean drama. The guy doesn't know that she's actually there for him. Somehow they bump into each other and he falls in love with her.
Now Jenn's turn.
I think from the title it says fangirl, so I think probably this girl has a fangirl crush on this superstar guy, but I think in the story he actually finds her and notices her, one of his fans, and they actually get to know each other and they'll fall in love. Right?
No, I don't think anybody won on this round. Because Fangirl is about Cav, who is a Simon Snow fan, okay? It's like Harry Potter, you know? Like another Harry Potter in this world. So basically, Cav has been a fan of Simon Snow since young with her twin sister Ren. She writes fan fiction, she goes to fan signings and just all of that kind of stuff. Ren starts to slowly grow out of the fandom, and when they go to college, Ren doesn't want to be roommates with Cav. So Cav is just on her own, and she's still a crazy Simon Snow fan, and she just has to struggle with starting college, and this is just a coming of age novel which she just discovers herself, and does she have to leave being a fangirl if she wants to move on. So yeah, I'm not sure about this round, but I'm not giving them any points.
Boo.
0! Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and this round we're starting with Jenn.
Okay, I think this book is a spy book. It's about spies, kind of Illuminae, Illuminati, what? It has a lot of codes in it, and they are probably solving a mystery or something very spy-ish. There's a lot of death involved and a lot of fighting.
Okay, now Joyce's turn.
Illuminae Files. I think it's something about a detective, but the detective is probably a girl because she's reading it, so it should be really girly. Yeah, and then somehow she manages to plant a bomb in the building, and then the building explodes. And it destroys the whole office, so she has to work on her own because she killed all her co-workers.
For this round, I'm giving each of them a half point because they have soft elements of what this is about. But one thing they're very wrong about is that this is not about spy agents, guys. Illuminae is a sci-fi novel. Basically, this book is set in the year 2575 in the future, and our main character is Katie, who is a girl. And she is sort of really good at doing all this like technical stuff. And okay, this book starts with Katie breaking up with her boyfriend Ezra, and suddenly their world is infiltrated, so they're sent onto different ships, and basically war is going on, and yeah, many deaths happen, like Jenn said. So half point for both of them because they kind of have points that play part in this role but also are still pretty wrong. So for this final round, I'll be giving each of them 2 different books, and the one with the most correct interpretation of the cover will win this round. I'll start with Joyce, and the book I chose for her is The Book of 1,000 Days by Shannon Hill. So, what do you think this is about?
I think it's probably the main character. She's living in a really big house surrounded by a beautiful garden. And she's probably alone. It looks lonely. It's really lonely. And every day she writes an entry in her diary telling stories of her thoughts. She's probably high on cocaine or something because she's alone. And then every day the things she writes in her diaries are not true. They're her hallucinations happening around the garden. And she only has enough money to buy this exact amount of cocaine, so she hallucinates for 1,000 days. So all of the cocaine.
Alright, so that's Joyce's interpretation of this cover. We'll just move on to Jen's one first. So for Jenn, I picked Me Before You by Jojo Moyes.
Okay, so I think it's about me before you. It's about probably a girl, so I think it's a love story, but I think she's just kind of finding herself and trying to see that she's probably more important, trying to find herself more in the relationship.
Alright. How am I gonna give this points? So I'm just gonna tell you guys the summary of these books first, and I'll just let them decide who wins this round because I really cannot. First of all, The Book of 1,000 Days. This book is about a girl named Dashti, and she's a maid to this lady called Saran. Lady Saran is stuck in this tower because she refuses to marry this king that her dad wants her to marry. So her dad locks her up in this tower, and he assigns Dashti to look after her. And basically this story is set in the tower and also when they escape from the tower. And yeah, Joyce has a point because this book is indeed her story, and Dashti is writing in her diary for
And it's a lonely
1,000.
place.
Yeah, it is a lonely place. And yeah, Dashti writes in the diary for 1,000 days. Now for Jen's book, Me Before You is about Louisa Clark. She's just a huge klutz and she cannot find a job. But one day she gets a job with Will Trainer, who is a quadriplegic. And that is someone who cannot use his body parts. So he basically cannot move, he's stuck in a wheelchair. And in this story, it's a love story, yes, but it's also about her finding herself, her true self in her, because Will makes her find herself. Because without Will, Louisa wouldn't have done it. And yeah, so who wins? Okay, Jen.
Yours got cocaine, holy kid!
It's Lonely Place, wait.
What?
Lonely Place and it's her story. Yours is just a relationship. That's pretty easy.
You know what? 1 point for both of them then. But judging from the points, I'll put their points up here on the screen. So the winner of this challenge is Jenn, who won 3.5 points. So yes guys, congrats to Jenn. It was really nice making this video and I'm so glad to be able to include both of these people in this challenge. I hope booktube people will find more challenges out there that can include people who don't really read as much, because it would be so much more fun to include them.
And people who can win easily.
Yeah. So yeah guys, that's it. A big hand to both of my friends for coming and for filming this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye! Bye guys, say bye. Bye!